to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Messina. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Messina. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Messina. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Messina. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Room here to run. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Messina escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Following the fumble recovery, Livingston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Livingston. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Livingston. It's complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the night.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Messina. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
35, Washington 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It's over. Let's dominate.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake. Livingston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Messina. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Messina. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Livingston. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Right there.
On 1st down, Livingston. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Off play action, Livingston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Livingston. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw. Livingston.
He's got it to Gibson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Operating from the gun. Livingston.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Messina. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on